Hi, it's Don Southerton and another episode of Everything Korean. To give you a short summary before we get started today, in this week's episode I recommend some books. I talk a little bit and discuss Korean foreign investment in America, specifically in Tennessee, and we talk a little bit about car tires. So pretty diverse, but I promise to tie it all together for you today. With that, a common question I get from Korean executives is, Don, what books are you reading? One of the reasons that many Korean executives are constantly upgrading their knowledge and learning, and so they're always looking for other ways that they can do that. They look outside Korea. Sometimes they look globally to what books are really popular and which are, might give us some insights or just some new way of looking at management and running their companies. Two books stand out on my book list right now. But before I do, and I share you what those books are, I'd like to just step back in time a little bit. A few months ago, I was in Korea. Now, while I was over in Korea, just prior to the trip, I had just picked up my new iPhone 6. And with most of the phones, you have to download your information, and then there's always an upgrade. That upgrade can take hours. So what I did is I took the phone with me, and I knew that the high-speed internet in Korea would be probably faster to do these software upgrades. Unfortunately, the phone locked up, during this download, and so I had to wait till I come back to the States here to get that sort of rectified. So I went for a full day, almost 24 hours, without phone and text ability. I was able to jump on my computer and pick up my email, but it was really sort of disconnected, and you know me, I'm sort of on the email and checking emails and checking, Facebook all day long to get information. But it was really, this sort of period of time that, now simultaneously I was rereading, Tim Ferriss's book, The 4-Hour Work Week. Now the 4-Hour Work Week doesn't have anything to do with working 4 hours a day or 4 hours a week. It's more or less that you're going to really try to maximize when you are working. And it really resonated because, I really came to, and I cognitively realized, like many of you, I was, sort of addicted to email, checking it constantly all day long, and, really sort of disrupting my work. An alert comes up, and I would drop what I was doing to sort of check it. So it really was sort of, an opportunity for me to step back and say, hey, I need to go and change this a little bit. So I found that, this really allowed me to really step back and, sort of restructure and rehack my lifestyle. And so, why is this all relevant? Well, I felt personally I was able to go and really restructure when I answer emails. Couple times a day, early in the morning, late in the afternoon. And so if some of you are getting emails at a different time than usual, that's why. Well, why is that? Well, what's the end result? Well, I found I really had a lot more time to study and read and research. Blocks of time opened up. And this, I think, is very timely. And I sort of, my takeaway from all this was that, those who read have time to share. And so I'm going to be sharing probably a lot more information with you in the next couple of months because I'm able to devote a little more time to research than I have in the past. Why? Because I, was reading this book and it just sort of resonated with me. Second book I'm reading right now, and I think this is really sort of a very interesting book. This is actually by Brian Grazer. He and Ron Howard run Imagine, the movie studio. This is his new book called A Curious Mind, A Secret to a Bigger Life. And I think this is also sort of another nice way for me personally, but also many of you I think might find this. Just came out, pick it up in Kindle, you can pick it up in many different ways. So moving on to my next topic, I'm in New York City next week. So I'm happy to say that the presentations that I do there will be recorded, uploaded onto YouTube very professionally by the Korea Society, and I'll get you those links, Now, meanwhile, I do still have some time available in New York City, so if any of you think there's anyone I should meet with or connect with, please feel free to email me, and I'll work on getting that scheduled. Just one more thing this week, in late May, I'm going to be in Tennessee. Now, those in the car business know Tennessee has been the hub of Nissan since they moved their manufacturing and their corporate offices there. I'm not going to be there with Nissan. I'm actually part of a panel discussing local foreign investment. Specifically, I'll be asked to discuss Korean foreign investment in regard to Hankook Tire's new manufacturing plant. Hankook Tire announced end of last year they're going to be doing an $800 million manufacturing facility to manufacture their tires for the States here. You know, frankly, I've supported Hyundai and Kia manufacturing plants for many years, as well as supporting teams from around the world in manufacturing in the Korean companies. I've also worked with Hyosung, which they have a diverse product line, but specifically I work with them on their tire cords. So I have a little background, you know, sort of, you know, this whole tire thing. I've been following the news of Hankook plant since last fall. I hope to learn more about the plant and their plans for the U.S., as well as supporting the local government and the community with the plant. In turn, it's these experiences that provide the insights that I share with you and others. You know, all of us benefit from the work across and supporting the many legs of Korean business. You know, manufacturing, sales and marketing, research and design. So until next time, that's Don Southerton wishing you all the best. There's some links embedded in this format so that you'll be able to go in there and look. I think I have it for some information on Hankook Tire, the 4-Hour Work Week, which is the Tim Ferriss book, and then also Curious Mind, you know, so you'll be able to link in there. So thanks, take care, all the best, bye.